We have 8 teams divided into 2 4-place 4-team groups. The top 2 from each group qualifying after a round robin. Straight into the semi-finals. The top 4, of course, will then move on with an automatic qualification into the 2015 FIBA Americas Zonal Championships, which will take place next year in Alberta, Canada. So, for these 2 teams, top 2 place in their group secures more than a semi-final berth at this tournament for Brazil. A win here will essentially wrap up their qualification into that. And this is, of course, a team which is preparing for the 2014 Women's World Cup that will take place in Turkey starting on the 27th of September. The Brazilian team will be in Group A of that tournament, facing off against Spain, Japan and the Czech Republic, with 3 teams moving forward. They'll be hoping to move themselves into the second phase of competition at the World Cup level. The teams just going through the final stages. As I mentioned, Brazil really have dominated this tournament in the 33 editions up to today. Brazil have won 31 medals, 24 of those golds, and 22 of those golds coming in the last 24 years. It really has been a tournament played off between Brazil and Argentina, who have battled out to gold and silver in 10 of the 11 previous tournaments. For Uruguay, I mentioned, no medals previously at this stage of the competition. So Brazil, an easy victory yesterday, 30-8 first quarter. They just came out of the blocks. They were led by Jacqueline Silvestre, who had 21 points, including 5 of 6 from the three-point line. She will wear the number 9. She was aided by the 19 points and 14 rebounds of the number 11, Clarissa dos Santos. And for Brazil, their advantage was there for all to see, 47-27 on the glass. They'll be one of the key areas to watch in this game here. For Uruguay, had only 2 players score more than 6 points in that loss to Ecuador. It was a loss which, by half-time, they already trailed 42-25, and the misery got even worse, trailing 65-30 at the end of the third period. They had 2 players to watch out for. The first, the number 9, Maria Pereira, who had 17 points, really did a bit of everything, but also turned the ball over 7 times for her teams. She will wear number 9. There she is, Victoria Pereira. And she was aided by the number 15, Florencina Sommer, who had 9 points. Areas to watch for in this Uruguayan performance, and areas they'll be wanting to improve from yesterday. Shooting percentages, just 35% for 2-point range as a team, and a very disappointing 11% from 3-point range. They hope to beat a team as dominant as this Brazilian outfit. They will need to shoot far better from the perimeter. Also for Uruguay, minus 18 on the glass, 49-31. So an area we said was a real factor for Brazil. It was a disappointment for Uruguay. And the final thing, turnovers, as they suffered 21 turnovers. So can Uruguay make the adjustments, make this an interesting game, or will it be Brazil steamrolling their way to yet another victory at this South American Championships for women? We are set to get underway here. Teams just going through the final stages as we take a quick look at Clarissa dos Santos with that fabulous game yesterday. 19 points, 14 rebounds, 5 steals. Can't get much better than that. As, you see the the Uruguayan players out on the court here in Ecuador, wearing their blue, white uniforms with the blue trim. And Brazil making their way out in their traditional green. So then, eventually ready to get set here. It is Brazil which should be attacking the basket to your left at home. As the jump ball is up. And it is won by Uruguay. They'll have the opening possession. Brazil settle into a man-to-man. It's a difficult shot. First possession, tries to go over the backboard. But the first rebound taken easy from Brazil to come down in his secondary break. But Uruguay slip into a 3-2 zone by the look of it. Corners will be open for Brazil. They go immediately to that area. The jump shot is missed, but a foul on the rebounders. Clarissa dos Santos already making her presence felt. She draws the foul. And it is called against Sommer, the number 15 for Uruguay. There you see Sommer clearly 2 arms holding on to dos Santos. Trying to keep her off the glass. So Brazil must shoot well from the perimeter. They're going to unlock this zone. They get the first jump shot to go. And it is who else but dos Santos. The first 2 of the game. So pressure defense on Brazil, but the pick and roll works. Penetration all the way to the basket. Shot just bounces clear. Pereira couldn't get the shot to fall. And Brazil will pull it out. Quick ball movement from them again. Looking to exploit that high post area. Dos Santos couldn't hit that one. Excuse me, dos Santos gets the rebound. She puts it in. 4-4 Clarissa dos Santos then. She has been the offense for Brazil. Good start for them. And you are the favourite. You want to start well. Take away the momentum from the other team. And it's an offensive foul, illegal screen. Applause from the side and from Brazil. It's been very much to the game plan for them. And the basket here, and they will have opened up a sizable lead already, just a minute and a half into this game. So you see, quick show of athleticism. Net caught around the ring. Again, a lot of room in the high post area. Uruguay are going to have to close that up. Take away dos Santos as a foul is called. A strong drive. Coelho earned herself the trip to the line. Number 6. So, Joyce Coelho played just 2 minutes yesterday. No real statistics to show. She'd already got herself on the board in the early stages of this one. Brazil so deep, able to rotate players. They come with the 1-2-2 press, and they get the first turnover of the game. An area I highlighted. Turnovers for Uruguay. They're going to have to look after the ball. First sign of pressure. They give it up, and here Brazil move from one side to the other. Costa has it in the corner, skips it over. Oh, the athletic play after the spin doesn't fall. Uruguay taking their time on this offense. Want to get that first basket. It's an isolation pick and roll again. Player rolling to the basket, couldn't be found though. It's hounding defense from Brazil, just not allowing any space whatsoever. Contested shot. Misses from Sommer. And here come Brazil, 3-on-2, but they turn it over. Deborah da Costa was the player handling the ball. She was the one who had responsibility. Didn't really execute very well there. Yeah, Guadalupe then. Plays the point guard position. They reverse it around. Pressure forcing the ball handler just to pick it up every time. There's the steal. 2-on-1. Can they finish this time? Doesn't look like anybody is going to catch Isabella Lyra. She gets her first score. Great rotation defense then from her. And we're going to have a timeout here. Called by Uruguay because it's a great start to the game for Brazil. They've already opened up a comfortable lead in this one. Eight to 0 start. First 3 minutes for Brazil. Absolutely what they would have wanted. This is the first stages of their preparation. As I mentioned, so competition will be irrelevant to them. They'll be looking for the performance. Of course, they will not want to let this record slip. Their fantastic record in this competition. They'll be perhaps keener to do well at the World Cup. And here today, strong drive from Da Costa, but shot off, misses everything. Uruguayan defense does well on that possession. Now, can they get going offensively? Guadalupe reverses it around. A foul is called. Florencia Sommer tries to put it on the floor, get to the ring. Foul called against Dos Santos. There's space. Shot though comes up short, and Brazil will push in transition as well. So quick, so athletic, this Brazilian team. Go to the low post. What a cut! Great low post play there. Inside pairing of Da Silva and Isabella Macedo combine for 2 points. Excellent play there. One to watch. If you're a youngster, ball into the low post, don't watch, move, get yourself an opportunity. As the block comes from Da Silva. And Brazil again will look to push. Da Costa it is, kicks ahead. Nearly a turnover. Instead, they get it out. And a strong drive and finish there. Great play, Joyce Correa. Coelho, athletic finish on that one. Really did show the explosion on the first step. Past the defenders. Yes, Correa can get going there. Uruguay still searching for that first basket. Here comes Brazil. The kick. Reverse it around, they have an open shot on this near side. It comes up way short from Macedo. Uruguay through Guadalupe, 23-year-old point guard, controls play. Oh, really for her to go though, and she is going to turn it over. As we'll have some substitutions into the game. The caption really tells the story. 6 turnovers already for Uruguay. Sabina Bellio goes to the side. He said that Uruguay may struggle if they can't hang on to possession. That's exactly what's happening so far here. Another 2 points on the inside. Clarissa Dos Santos it is. She moves to 6. Open 3. Comes up short though, fight for the rebound. Relentless play there on the glass. Pereira. It was, they got the offensive rebound, and a foul will be called against Macedo. Substitutions for Brazil. Jacqueline Silvestre in. There's Macedo. And De Silva took a spell on the side. First point for Uruguay then. Took just shy of 6 minutes for them to get it. But eventually, Lenore Pelotio gets it. Ball movement, quick, sharp from Brazil. One side to the other. Uruguay working hard on this end, but I'm going to leave Dos Santos in the inside. Great kick from her. That's created the advantage. And the shot doesn't get the roll. The work on the glass from Brazil nearly results in an offensive rebound. As you see a player slow to get up. Looks like it's the number 9, Jacqueline Silvestre. Have a look at this one. Good fake from her. Oh, you can see just the knee, I think it is. Kind of gave way for her. The right knee she pulled up. Hopefully she'll be okay. 28-year-old guard. This for the Santo Andre club. There's that right leg, you can see. She takes the applause from the crowd and from the players. She hops to the sideline. She's okay. Take a look at it here. It's the right knee. Oh no, the ankle. That's what it is. Yeah, you can clearly see it on that one. Rolled that right ankle. That's a sharp pain she'll be feeling right now. You won't see her again today. I'm sure of that. Not with the 13-point advantage already so early. There's a foul is going to be called. And an offensive one against Brazil. So, Silvestre will get that ankle strapped up. Some ice on it. She may well be not seen again until the semi-final stages of this competition. No point in risking an ankle injury as we have a quick look at the foul call. It's called against De Souza. And Brazil has another turnover for Uruguay. They go to the inside. But this time there was a little bit of hesitation from Dos Santos. Costa went in for the screen, Dobra Costa, but she just bumped off the ball, and the foul was called. She goes to the bench. She is replaced. Solid start from Da Costa. Must be such an easy job playing the point guard position on this Brazilian team. So many options outside her. So many athletes running the wing. As we take another look there at the ankle injury of Jacqueline Silvestre. The jump shot is smooth. Joyce Coelho. Is that a good start to this game? Said limited view of her yesterday, playing just 2 minutes. A good start. Good try from Uruguay, but the size of this front line from Brazil just stopped Maria Guadalupe in her tracks. Brazil space the floor again, get into their offense. Chance for them to try and execute here, and another foul. Uruguay working hard, trying to get over the top of that ball screen. Just twice they've picked up the foul, and the second against Guadalupe. Patricia Teixeira, it is, that draws it. 23-year-old guard then. Smooth stroke with the first. Second is short. Fight for the rebound here. The foul against Brazil. Second offensive foul against Fabiana de Souza. As we see Clarissa dos Santos take the break on the side. Solid start to the game for dos Santos. 6 points, 5 rebounds. 3 of 3 from the field. Look at the defense from Brazil. Absolutely all over Uruguay. Just can't see where the offense is going to come from if Brazil keep up this pressure. Martins brings it down. Karina Martins playing at the point. Now the number 4. She's come in to replace Deborah da Costa. Another foul against Uruguay. We'll see Brazil go to the line. It is a solemn man on the sideline there. Juan Pablo Cerrido. Thankfully for Coach Cerrido, the first free throw is missed. That is not Maria Guadalupe. That is Joyce Coelho from Brazil. They see 7 points already. Coelho has had a fantastic start to this game. She is the leading scorer now, eclipsing her teammate dos Santos. Brazil again, just dominating that end of the floor. Teixeira will bring it out. Working through the offense, Brazil. Option taken by Martins. There's a strong drive. She just couldn't quite get it up to the ring. But they will maintain possession on the end line. Well, again, look at the explosion from her, the quick hesitation. And then Joyce just goes through the gears to lay it up. 9 points personal for her. Fantastic offensive show of athleticism from the number 6 from Brazil. Uruguay finally, in the final minute, get their first field goal. It is Sommer, the captain. In the blink of an eye, Brazil have an opportunity at the other end. They don't take it, but they will pull it out. Call the set now. Martins it is, waiting. The options to free themselves. Open look on that far side. Teixeira sets herself. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Rattles home. Patricia Ribeiro, or Patricia Teixeira, knocks it down. Brazil. Look at the intensity, the body language of the Brazilian defenders. Swarming all over Uruguay, but Uruguay find a little opening. And finally, earn themselves a trip to the line again. Great there, shot there of Coach Luis Zanon. Just looks towards his team as if to say, what are you doing? How did you allow that to happen? Yeah. Great up. Who had the solid game for a team yesterday. Makes them both. Or makes one, excuse me. Brazil come down. Quick shot from them. Doesn't go. Buzzer sounds, but it's a great start for the Brazilians. 23-4 after the first 10 minutes of action here. And Uruguay have just had no answer to the pressure defense that Brazil have brought into the game here. Second quarter, ready to get underway then. Brazil start the quarter with possession again. 19-point lead for them. Look at these streaking penetration. Right down the middle. Isabella Macedo. She had a spell on the bench at the end of the first quarter. Back on the floor. Makes an impact straight away. Just that slash and drive, and then hands on the defensive end. Here come Brazil in transition, and they go to the inside. And the finish plus the foul. De Souza gets it. You see a great entry. Fabiana De Souza Katana. Another loose ball picked up by Brazil, pushed to 30 up. Oh, wait though, to her guard in Karina Martins. Brazil going through the motions, working on their offensive sets again. Texterius and freedom on that far side. This time she's fouled. It's the same play that freed her up right before the quarter break for that three-point shot. Macedo brings it in. A strong drive and finish. Karina Martins, every player off the Brazilian bench making an impact. Martins, left-handed drive. 22-year-old guard from Brasilia. The defense. Great play from Patricia Texteria. Now Uruguay just can't free anyone on the pick and roll. Brazilian defense able to switch, but eventually a foul is going to be called against Fabiana Catano. I think that's her third foul. It's been a tough evening for her so far. That's the one thing that hasn't gone in Brazil's favour. There's the play from Catano. It is indeed her, her fourth foul. She did pick up two offensive ones. One for an illegal screen, one for trying to post up. So we may not see the number 13 for too much longer in this game. She's got 4 fouls in just 5 minutes of action. Sommer is the captain of the Uruguayan team. It's the second. 4 points for the 26-year-old, as the substitution I referred to does happen. Sitano goes out, number 13 for Brazil. Unfortunately for Uruguay, it means this lady's back onto the floor though, Dos Santos. The turnover gives it to Uruguay. Chance for them to run, but the Brazilian defense is back. Strong drive. Can Uruguay finish? They can't. There's a good penetration. Just can't find the freedom. Find the shot as Texteria makes them pay. Second three for her. So after Jacqueline Silvestre went 5 of 6 for 3 yesterday, she goes to the side with an ankle injury. But Patricia Texteria makes up for it, making her first 2. Substitutions from Uruguay. Solemn looking Sommer walks to the bench. And Martins as well, substitutes. It's her way off. Deborah da Costa back on. Da Costa. Real devil on the defensive end. Always hounds her player wherever she goes. As Macedo picks up the foul, just reaching in. Not really a need for it. Showed some quick hands. The ball was there, I suppose, for her to try and take it. You see the defense. Big players, so athletic from Brazil, able to switch out, control the penetration. See interchange from Uruguay on the inside. Pass in between the big players worked well. Same spot. Vortex there, she couldn't hit this one. Uruguay look to run. Pretty play from Uruguay behind the back dribble, and the tough finish from Victoria Maria Pereira. You see behind the back, takes the contact, gets the finish. Contact is called against Isabella Diondre. Leading scorer from yesterday then. Pereira moves to 4. Freedom. Da Costa's not going to take the shot though. Runs through the offense. Texteria gets the lane, hangs, doesn't get the roll. Offensive rebound is there to be picked up though by Dos Santos, who'll kick it out. This time, Da Costa will take the 3 and she makes it. That is Deborah Da Costa, Brazilian number 5. He made that shot. There you see, confirmation on that caption. That's what you're looking at. Second. I was going to say second basket, but according to official statistics, that's just 3 points from Da Costa, her first shot. I don't remember Lady with the ball hitting another one. Great play from her though to go feed the inside to Da Costa. Makes the first. And the second, smooth play. Already 8 points, 6 rebounds for the number 11 from Brazil. Coming off that 19 and 14 yesterday. You see the 15-5 run from Brazil. Just relentless on this defensive end. All 5 players boxing out, and already 5 down the floor from Brazil. Good kick and the ball movement into the hands of Da Costa, who's eventually fouled. Brazil, great job from them. They push, they run, space the floor well. There's Uruguay going to the bench. They're bringing a Dos Santos of their own. Number 6, that is Camila Dos Santos. And bring back in Guadalupe as well, the number 6. Macedo kicks it into the hands of Texteria. She couldn't hit that one. So after making the first 2, she's cooled down a bit. Now at 50%, 2 for 4. What a drive and finish. Here's the number 12 again. Isabella Macedo. She moves to 6 points. Only played 8 minutes yesterday. So a couple of these Brazilians, they didn't see extended time yesterday in their victory over Venezuela. Seen a lot more action today. Coach Zanon, plenty to think about. As Da Costa makes her second 3. Doesn't take many shots, Deborah Da Costa. And she does, usually makes them. Just 4 points in her 21 minutes yesterday. She had 4 assists, so chipped in with 6 rebounds as well. As I said, for me, just a tremendous defender on the ball. There's another Uruguayan turnover. See substitutions come in for Brazil. Vallejo comes back. She'll wear the number 6. Dos Santos and Texeria go to the bench. I think it was De Silva has also rejoined us, the number 14. She's trying to free herself on the low post instead. It is Macedo off the dribble, goes cross court, finds Cleo wide open. Shot's short. A couple of times we've seen her just come up on the front of the ring. Cleo. Brazilian guards, more slashers than shooters. Then Macedo, Cleo. Shooting really comes from Silvestre. She was the one that turned the ankle early in the game, so haven't seen her again since. As Brazil pick up the turnover, and Uruguay are going to call their second timeout of this first half. They trail 43-9. 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go in this first half.
Habla igual.
No más frontales.
Look like they're going to the zone of their own, but what defense on the ball, the steal and finish. Macedo continues her fantastic performance in this first half. 8 points from her. It really has been a terror. This relentless Brazilian defense, sending out a message to all the teams in Group B and throughout this tournament. Should they not have feared Brazil coming into this one despite their record, they'll be fearing them afterwards, that's for sure. Still, as Da Costa takes it, pushes, in transition. A little bit sloppy there. So finally wide open, Macedo, who misses the shot. Easiest offense she's had in this game. She can, that time, find the score. So it is a 2-3 zone from Brazil. Will this allow Uruguay to move the ball a little bit easier? Perhaps find an open shot. This time the finish in transition. Vallejo. Brazil opening up a very big lead here as we approach the half-time marker. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Da Costa, the quality of the pass, even with that lead, rifles the pass to her teammates' hands as the offensive foul will be called against Brazil for the illegal screen. I'm not sure Karina da Silva really needed to set an illegal one and move it the way she did. Andrade is going to be wide open anyway. That Brazilian, 3 people chasing the ball, and then foot on the line from Uruguay, gives it back. Uruguay in the man-to-man. This is where they'll struggle in the low post as Da Costa gets the kick out. This is her first 3. She'd made 2 before that one. Brazil will start it all again after the offensive rebound. Ball zipped from one side to the other. Da Costa's got the step here, but great recovery and block. Guadalupe it was, Maria Guadalupe, number 6 from Uruguay that recovered. As we see substitutions. Florencia Sergio comes in. That's the number 12. Someone's lost the assignment from Uruguay. It's going to leave a little bit of room over there, and that's all this lady needs. Macedo. To look as though all options were going to be cut off, but then at the last second, a foul is called, and so she'll go to the line for 2 shots. First rolls home. You see the complete game. She moves to double figures. Second Brazilian player into double figures after Coelho has 11 already. You see players on the floor. As Uruguay come up with possession. What an opening. Again, they couldn't capitalise, and the leading scorer in this game pours in 2 more. Joelle Coelho. 13 points from her. The man or zone, Uruguay haven't been able to find much space at all as they pick up the loose ball and finish. And the 2 else but the number 9, Pereira. She has 6 of their 11, more than half the team's total. Brazil waiting for the final shot. We're under 10 now. Da Costa's going to be free. She'll have to create herself. She tries to go to Macedo. She comes up short. And that is the end of the first half with a commanding 40-point lead for the Brazilians, 51-11, as they have continued to dominate on the defensive end. It's led to a number of scores, but Uruguay just cannot find an opening to get a high-quality shot away. And that is because of the relentless nature of this Brazilian defense. There you see, 0% for 3 points for Uruguay. It's just 17%. They made just 3 shots from the field in this entire first half, as Brazil have been in scintillating form. 2 players in double figures lead the way. Coelho and Macedo. Dos Santos has done her job on the glass, and has also chipped in the number 11, Carissa dos Santos, the captain of the Brazilian team, with 8 points as well. Mustn't forget the 3 assists she also has there as the leader for the Brazilian team. So we're going to take a short break. Make sure you stay with us here on livebasketball.tv for second half action of Brazil versus Uruguay from the FIBA South American Championship for Women.
Mascótense la mano, por favor. Démosle un aplauso a la mascota que se encuentra donde estoy señalando. A ver, cuidado, un aplauso. Saque la mano de la bolsilla, por Dios. Más frío dentro de no se hace nada. Muy bien. Andreita, ¿dónde está Andrea? Andrea, ¿qué va? A ver, ¿dónde está la pareja más alegre de la noche? Hombre y mujer, a ver, aquí tengo una. Ponse la mano, ¿dónde está? A ver, ¿dónde se va el besito? Un besito, a ver. No se ve ahí. ¿Dónde tiene vergüenza la señora? ¿Dónde se da un beso? A ver, ¿dónde se da con la señora? A ver, acá. Allá. Andreita, Andreita. Allá, verá cómo se ve ese beso. A ver, enséñale, chicos. Vea eso. Hágale mirar las flores por allá. Acá. ¿Dónde está la pareja más alegre? ¿Dónde está la pareja más alegre de la noche? A ver. Dele un beso, por favor. Y usted aplauda, dale, dale una flor a esa dama. ¿Dónde están las damitas más alegres? A ver, a la señora de blanco aquí. Dele allá, por favor, acá. A ver, dele un beso a su esposo. A ver, dele un beso. No, es su papi. ¿Qué hacemos ahí? Dele un besito en la mejilla. Pero usted, dígale papi, te adoro. Dele. Con morada, dele un aplauso grande al deporte. ¡Fuerte el aplauso! Estamos calentando la garganta porque esta noche juega Ecuador versus Venezuela. Necesitamos la ayuda, pero ya se cargué. Ya mismo regalamos camisetas. ¿Qué más tenemos? Andreita, ¿qué más tenemos? De todo, ¿verdad? Camisetas para luego, correcto. Así que, fabuloso. Estamos calentando motores nada más. Ya estaremos regalando los premios grandes. Así que, fabuloso. No hay nada como estar felices. Sécate. Apoya. Este es el tema de Sécate 2014, señores. Exclusivo acá en Imágenes Sonido.
Back to second half action then. It has been all Brazil in this first half of the 34th edition of the FIBA South American Championship for women. A dominating team in this tournament in recent years. It's produced a dominating defensive display in that first half, holding Uruguay to just 3 field goals. And fine defense has led to a number of easy transition opportunities. As I said prior to the game, Uruguay needed to shoot the ball well, shoot high percentages from 2-point and 3-point range, something they really haven't done. Also need to look after the ball. Really, they haven't done that. Right on cue, suffering their 14th turnover of the game. They must also compete on the glass. And 27-10 in favour of Brazil. It's one of the reasons for this large lead. There's another player off the bench for Brazil, one we didn't see in the first half at all. Tatiana Nascimento off the bench and scores a 3 instantly. She had 12 points yesterday. So you can see how much in control of this game Brazil are. Brazil keep moving the ball, continue to get those loose balls, just the intensity, the energy they play with. But a little bit too much intensity on that possession as Dos Santos picks up the foul. Dos Santos was a key player for the Brazilian team, which did so well at the 2013 FIBA American Championships for women. She led the team in points and was second in rebounding. Averaged 14.5 points, 8.5 rebounds a game. Helping the team to a 3rd place finish. Just the one loss in the semi-final against the eventual champions Cuba that Brazil suffered. That's how they qualified through into the World Cup this year. There's another 3 comes from Nascimento. 2 for her. In less than 2.5 minutes, she's already got 6 points. So Macedo and the strong play from Coelho benefited Brazil in the first half on those wing positions instantly. The slack has been taken up from the introduction of Tatiana Nascimento. Could be another 3. 3rd 3 of the second half, perhaps. No, this one bounces clear. There's Uruguay push. But just 3 Uruguayan players against 5 defenders. It doesn't matter though. A beautiful spin and finish from who else but Maria Pereira. She has been the offense for Uruguay. A little bit of everything. He's been the one player able to find an opening in the defense. The Brazilians have been playing. An attempt from the perimeter, bounces clear. It goes to Uruguay on the side. Skips pass. Pereira penetrates. Nice pass, but the defense was just up to it. Excellent rotation it was from Nascimento. She was the one that slipped him from the weak side and tipped it away. As we see Tana Paxio draw the foul. Other of these players we didn't see at all in the first half. Number 8. She had 5 points, 5 assists yesterday though. And right on cue again. She hits her first basket. Backs out. Moves the Brazilian total to 60 points. It doesn't matter who's on the floor, this Brazilian defense just doesn't stop. Coach Shannon rotated his players well, able to give them extended rest. Still keep them moving, keep the team executing. It's them to try and play against different people, those that don't know their offense, rather than against each other all the time. I'm especially pleased with the way they have played on this defensive end. Perhaps there's one frustration will be, that's the 6th turnover. There's Sommer. It's another score from Uruguay, and then back-to-back steals. Which this time, however, they can't convert. Brazil. He's out of bounds again. They will keep it this time. So sloppy couple of possessions from them, but just the Uruguayan defense that fell asleep was punished. Ayana the backs out. It's the score. And gets the steal. Leads out the break. She's going to move to 7 in a hurry. So off the bench, these Brazilian players really causing problems. Remember, I have talked about the World Cup and how they are preparing for that, but don't forget players are fighting for positions and minutes at that next tournament. They'll be wanting to impress Coach Zanon and show him they're deserving of their place to Turkey. And of course, their positional role within the team. It's now 9 in the second half for the number 8 from Brazil. Go to the inside. Foul is called and the basket is good. So Cindy Escuda. Gets her first 2 of the game. Thiago will go to the line for the bonus point. See if she can convert it. Just 19 years of age, an experience for her. Can't get that one to fall though. A rebound though is taken by Uruguay. So strong play from them. The shot, look at the defense there. That is De Silva. Karina De Silva, 187 centre, getting out, playing defense on the perimeter to get the block. Isabella DeAndrade comes back in, where's the number 15? Actually is a young Brazilian team as well. We see in this tournament, no player older than 30. Oldest player, in fact, is Karina De Silva at 29. A number of players in their younger 20s. Two youngest, perhaps the star performers in that first half. And Joyce Coelho at 21. And also Isabella Macedo, who's just 20 years of age. Another offensive rebound for Uruguay, but this time they turn it over. And Patricia Teixeira, a 23-year-old, does have great experience. Played in the 2013 FIBA Americas tournament. That's the score. Lead to 51 then. Ticks away in this third period. Correa penetrates and draws the foul. double figures for her again after the strong performance she had yesterday. Individually, tournament has gone well for the number 9. She had 17 points yesterday, 10 already here. It's gaining an individual reputation despite the disappointments for her team. There's 2 more for Brazil. Another block. Defense was slow to rotate over. Thought it was going to be an opening for Uruguay, but the door was shut. For Brazil turn it over once again. Offensively, they've been sloppy in this third period. Something we didn't see from them in the first half. It's just given more opportunity, more possessions to Uruguay to try and score. As the youngster, as Cuyaga will go back to the line for 2 more. Karina de Silva picks up her 4th foul. She joins Fabiana Catano, who already has the 4. This one goes. Second doesn't for Esquiaga. Foul. That one is against Camila dos Santos. Uruguay team not giving up. Still fighting. Pressure on the ball. Open look. Texeria gets it to go. Third 3 of the game for her. Patricia Rebelio Texeria. Mistakes we didn't see in the first half from Brazil. A lot of freedom there. Perhaps some confusion between the defenders as to what defense they're playing, whether it's a man or zone. Reverse it to the weak side. They're going to run pick and roll action. Pick and pop with Silvestre, who's back into the game. There she is, after suffering that ankle injury. And Silvestre, who went 5 of 6 from the 3-point line. It's her first one to go. Really is one of the premier 3-point shooters. Silvestre. Ankle injury, perhaps not as bad as I first thought it would be then. Didn't think we would see her today. She's back for the second half if she is with the ball. She's moving well, but took a little hit there. Falls to the floor, but seems to be okay as Brazil get the offensive rebound and pull it back out. Another hold for the final shot here. They just take the early one because it's high percentage. They do. 6:30 draws the contact and will go to the line, given 16.1 seconds for Uruguay to get the final shot of this third period. First one is short. It's the front of the ring. (13 points now, 2 rebounds for the number 7. It's 2 of 4 from the line, 3 for 5 for 3. Uruguay still can't find their first 3-point shot. A 3-point make of this game, 0 for 11 now. As the third quarter comes to an end, a little discrepancy between the actual game clock and the one that you see on your caption, but at the end of that third period, it is a 57-point lead for Brazil, 77-20, as they continue their high-scoring ways. I mean, won that quarter 25-9. It is the highest performing offensive output for Uruguay, so positives for them going forward. See if they can have a better fourth period to finish this game. The rebounding battle just been dominated by Brazil. Highlighted that prior to the game as one of the key areas that Uruguay was going to have to challenge. And unfortunately for them, they just haven't been able to dent any of the major statistical categories they needed to in order to make this a competitive game. Again, Brazil getting a clean look at the ring. Foul on jump shot was off though, and Uruguay secure a defensive rebound on that possession. Brazil will slide into this zone. A lot of space into the corners. Uruguay have been unable to hit those shots. Something looking forward for Brazil. The better teams at the World Cup, or even the better teams in this tournament, able to make those shots and punish them if they do go into this zone. Nascimento reverses it around, takes the area, loses it. Nice for the roll instead. Nascimento, another three, can't go. The rebound tipped back for Brazil, bounces around. Uruguay come up with it. Got a chance to run then. A little bit of open floor for Guadalupe, but as she kicks it, Uruguay are going to have to take their time once more. On attack. Santano will commit another foul, the number 13 for Brazil. She's got 4 already. And Guadalupe recognises that, makes the shot over the top of her. First 2 for Guadalupe. Has had a solid game, really. Point guard position. She's 23 years of age. She's done all she can to battle. Time. Her pass is nearly intercepted from Detain Nascimento. You see the strong play. Those wing players once more. Uruguay called for a foul. Not sure how they can complain. Clearly see Sommer pulling back the Brazilian player, allowing them to grab the defensive rebound. And an offensive foul is going to see Fabiana Santano foul out of this game. And it's her 5th foul, 3 offensive. It's not been a pleasant evening for the 23-year-old centre. Plays for San Jose. And she goes to the bench. We won't see her again for the final 8 minutes of this contest. As Uruguay pick up another offensive rebound. And the foul is going to go against Texteria. Pelio comes in. Lead at 55 for Brazil. Continue to try and cause problems in this zone. It's not been as good as their man-to-man, that's for sure. Uruguay have more freedom against it and nearly got the offensive rebound there. Pelio just tips it out of bounds. The inside, Karina De Silva will kick it, tries to reseal again, as well to just tip it into the hands of Texteria, who's going to make another 3. 4th of the game for her. And cheers from the crowd, 16 points. Patricia Ribeiro of Texteria, as I've been referring to her. You see, tough for her to just set those feet. But with it, she becomes the game's leading scorer. Just 14 and a half minutes, got a chance to run again. And she will get 2 free throws and possession will go to Brazil. It's an unsportsmanlike foul against the number 11 fellow from Uruguay. First is good. There's a confirmation, Sabina Bello. And a sportsmanlike foul. She's punished by Patricia Ribeiro. 18 points for her now. She wanted it. Thought about another 3-point shot there. Instead passes it up. 3-point shot will come from the far side. Great ball movement from Brazil. And reverse it into the hands of Isabella de Andrade. Knocks it down, and selfish play from Brazil there. A couple of other players had the opportunity to take lower percentage shots, but instead threw it to the corner. And we're going to have a timeout here. 6:36 remaining. A convincing 63-point lead for Brazil, 85-22. Uruguay have possession. Again, Francia Somos got problems off the dribble for Brazil, but that time she couldn't. And possession will go back to the green and yellow. Deborah Da Costa back on the floor. It's a nice pass, and it's inside-outside play from Brazil again. Yes. Lady off the bench, Tiana Di Pexio. It's been a fantastic game. Uruguay respond. Quite a loop. Moves to 4. Continuing in the 2-3 zone. Uruguay just trying to find some space, but unfortunately for them, still just haven't found a way to unlock any of the defense. Still searching for that first 3-point success. Uruguay 0 of 12 they are. Pereira tries to get the foul called, doesn't. There's a chance for Brazil to run. Look at the effort. It's Vallejo on her own, really. Battling for the boards, got a good hand to it. She's rejoined the fray with Deborah Da Costa. Neither of them had seen action in the third period or in the second half, in fact, until now. There's Da Costa just hounding the ball. Look at the defence from her. Guadalupe did well to get away from Da Costa and stuck with it with the offensive rebound and put back. 6 for her. 3 goes up. Doesn't fall for DeAndre. Uruguay. She's had a good fourth quarter, really. 11-6 they trail. Chance to cut it even more. Guadalupe growing in confidence. She wants to thread the needle. Looking for Delorto. Quick fire, catch and shoot. He's short, and here come Brazil. Look at the speed. Look at her. Pushes it down the floor. They'll get it. And now set Brazil, because they didn't have anything in the early shot block. Da Costa calling the play, organising the team. The open 3, long way out, but it doesn't matter. In the second half cameo from Tiana De Paxo, 17 points from her. So number 7 and number 8 for Brazil. Really have combined. Great penetration and fine, but the shot is missed. Offensive rebound is fouled. What a baseline drive. Bello it was. Beat her player along the baseline. With a beautiful no-look pass to the inside. Uruguay couldn't take the easy option though, so they're going to have to earn the 2 from the line. Paxo goes out. He goes 17 points. Sommer earns the first. Second doesn't go. The foul is called. It's going to be against Uruguay. No, against Brazil. It'll be called against De Silva, and that's going to be the 5th foul against Karina De Silva, I believe. Yep. So the number 14 for Brazil fouls out of the holding foul. Brazil now goes smaller. An illegal screen will give the ball straight back. So both teams making mistakes. Delorto, it was on that occasion, they set the illegal screen. Da Costa brings it down. Spread offense from Brazil. Some play from them. Another 3. This one doesn't fall for Paxo. Another offensive foul, back-to-back whistles against Uruguay. It's a shame because there was an opening there for Pereira to get to the ring once again. Wiped away. I think it was Delorto again that got called for that foul. Screen is set. They'll try and go to the inside, are they? No, Da Costa has the shot blocked. And Uruguay push. Sommer spins. Can't get the roll, and she's called for the travel. A good move from Sommer. I thought she was going to get the whistle to go to the line. In fact, Florencina, Sommer just took the extra step. officials have done a good job in this game. Always difficult with a margin as large as it has been. Refereed very fairly indeed. As Dalotto goes to the side for Uruguay. Spin and finish. Placido, never said her name in a long time. She moves to 12 though. Just 17 minutes, almost exclusively in the first half really. As Uruguay come up short. Brazil can't handle the rebound. A bit of frustration there from Coach Janon. He wanted his team to finish this game well. As I said, defensively they've been so good up until this stage. I want to remember the positive play from the first half as the ball goes out of bounds. It goes to Uruguay. The Brazilian bench as we get into the final 2 minutes. Quick movement off the ball. Uruguay finds someone to make the outside shot. Still, you can't hit from beyond the three-point line. 0 of 13 now. It's Brazil. I'm going to show them how it's done, perhaps. No, they don't. It's a 2-on-1 break. Easy finish for Bello. She gets it to go. Brazil move the ball. Placido looks to put it on the floor. DaCosta has it. She's open but wants to move it on. Strong drive. Finish doesn't go though. Uruguay again had a chance to run. They'll wait though. Use this clock. Nice pull up. Guadalupe can't get it to fall. Using the higher post. Placido's pressured, nearly turns it over. In fact, does turn it over. Sloppy pass from her to the inside. 2-on-1 from Uruguay, but look at the defense from DaCosta. She deflects it. She's the sole defender back. Still managed to stop Uruguay from getting an easy shot. Will this be the three? No, it won't. Uruguay still can't get it. No one from Brazil wants to take the rebound though. Uruguay at the line. Sum up 7 points, 5 rebounds for her. 2 of 7 from the field. She gets the second. DaCosta comes off the screen. Passes it around, eventually into the hands of DeAndre. Lovely feed. Placido gets the score as the buzzer sounds to cap off what has been a fantastic performance from Brazil. 95-30, they take the victory. It is a 65-point win for the Brazilians. They will move to 2 wins and 0 losses in Group B, moving temporarily to the top of the table before we get into the nightcap. Venezuela versus Ecuador, which will be up next for you here on livebasketball.tv. The final game of the day and the second game from Group B of this FIBA South American Championship for women. There is the statistics. Uruguay failed to hit a 3-point shot in the game. 0 for 15 they ended up, as the Brazilian defense was just too much for them. They did eventually, Uruguay, get a double-digit scoring quarter with 10 in that fourth period. But wing play from Brazil was just too much for Uruguay to handle. So Brazil, after making 13 three-point shots, take this one and commanding 95-30 win. And moved to 2-0 in this tournament so far. They will be back tomorrow night for their final group action, where they will face off against Ecuador. For Uruguay, they will come back to play Venezuela to search for their first win. I will leave you with some highlights from the game. Make sure you join us for the fourth and final game from today's action. For me right now, it is good night.